Fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. Welcome to your December 2024 month ahead psychic forecast. If you're new here, I'm Ashton. I'm a psychic tarot reader, and I'm basically just here to let you know what December is going to have in store for you. If you missed it, personal readings until end of day today, November 29th, are $40, which is they're $30 off their regular price. And I also offer month ahead readings, year ahead readings, um, and those are also discounted, much like the ones I'm about to do for you today. So if this resonates, you're thinking, damn, that's crazy. I'll tell you right now, personal readings are no match for these collectives. The way that some things I predict are just it's it's shocking to me personally. But without further ado, let's jump into it. What are some themes for fixed signs for December 2024? Here's some themes for the Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. Okay, off to a great start. Some themes for Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus for December 2024. Okay, so we have fear, trust, energy, consciousness, I can't speak, flow, and sadness. So I feel like December is a month where you get really in your head in kind of the worst type of way. I feel like there's a lot of trusting your anxiety. There's a lot of trusting those intrusive thoughts. There's a lot of trusting all of your what ifs, what could go wrongs. Um, and I think that that's kind of what, if that's your constant mindset of like, well, what could go wrong here? How I could be scared, why am I scared? I don't know. I just feel it and I trust it, even though maybe I shouldn't, in its entirety. And I feel like that's kind of what feeds into more of a sad energy for this collective this month. Um, and it's funny because I feel like your day to day is very buzzing. It's very busy. It's very hustle and bustle. It's very go, go, go. But under the surface, there's just this energy of like, you know, I'm kind of suffering and no one is recognizing it, or I can't even recognize it in myself. And so maybe there's also this energy of trying to keep busy in order to avoid feeling feelings, feeling sadness, feeling fear, um, and a kind of a resistance in wanting to go with the flow of your emotions. There's not a lot of um, leaving space for you, holding space for the lyrics of defying gravity. No, there's not a lot of holding space for you feeling your feelings and feeling your emotions this month. I feel that it just feels like a cover up. There's a cover up over the almost the entirety of December up until, except for the last 10 days, last week I'd say is very, we start to come out of that shell. Um this month you also may find it difficult to trust your instincts. I feel like it's kind of because your instincts are blocked by fear. They're blocked by anxiety. And your instincts are very sharp when not blocked by fear and anxiety. But this is a month where I think we're really, really struggling with that. And if keeping busy is something that helps you process through feelings, then all the power to you. But I would say that it's easier to process feelings as they come up rather than all at once, after a month of holding them in. And, even if only in small ways, it's good to find an outlet for these things because otherwise it is going to eat you alive in December. Um, and I feel like just having this awareness of what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're going through, and kind of keeping that on the surface of your mind is a good reminder of like, hey, I'm doing it. I'm doing the hard thing. Even though I don't want to, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm still doing it. I'm still waking up every day, going to my job, hanging out with my friends, doing these things. I'm still be kind of supporting myself, even though I'm not really sure if that's something I want to be doing. And I feel like it has its benefits, but like I said, it's good to schedule in some time to allow yourself to just breathe. Because if you hold your breath in for too long, we're gonna have some issues, you know what I mean. So let's something to ponder on, something to think about. Fixed signs for December 2024. What do I need to know the month ahead in December 2024? Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do fixed signs need to know for their December 2024? Okay, let me try that one again. December 2024. Fixed signs. There we go. I feel in a lot of ways there's going to be, okay, maybe not a lot of ways, but in a couple ways there's going to be quite a bit of conflict in December. But let me see the bottom of the deck. The Hermit reversed, the Eight of Wands reversed, and the King of Wands. You're also holding a lot of your opinions, of your thoughts, of your words inside this month. And it's funny because I almost feel like that's kind of in an effort of self-discovery. And it's interesting too because I feel like these wands, when you look at them, I feel like they're kind of pointing in toward his little lantern. And to me, the lantern represents like the divine. It represents spirituality. It represents needing something to lean on that isn't necessarily a person or a pet, or it's something that you can't necessarily see. And I think having a good way to channel through your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, your questions is to direct those toward your spirit team, is to direct those to a journal, to write a letter, to in some form of writing. There also, maybe you have like a private Twitter account with like no followers on it that you can just yap on. I feel like that might also be beneficial for you to get some thoughts out of your way, because then you'll actually have more control over your reactions to things this month by finding an outlet for those emotions and those feelings and those thoughts without even really having to share them with anyone, because I don't even necessarily feel like you feel it's worth sharing. I feel like that it's temporary, that it's just something that you're going through right now. And even though you might not want to share it with people, I also don't necessarily feel like you entirely have to. I feel like it could be beneficial here and there, but for the most part, you may find a lot of solitude and a lot of benefit in doing these things for yourself, by yourself, and supporting yourself in that way. But obviously, if you need some sort of external support, do not be afraid to ask for it. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords reversed, the Ten of Cups, the Hanged Man reversed, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Devil reversed. So this is where I feel that type of potential conflict comes in. And I feel like it's because of something you didn't say, or something you didn't say in the right way. And there's this energy of like envy and jealousy, but I don't necessarily know if it's coming. I can't tell if it's coming from you or if it's coming from someone who's very much on the outskirts of things, because it feels like there's conflict within like something that's very close knit, something that's very your family, something that's very community oriented.